How you doing? Good to see you. It's Friday. It's about 4 o'clock right now. 4 o'clock. I'll pull this back a little. I decided to do the underpaint in right now while part of the video. It's acrylic paint. I'm going to do a landscape. I mixed black and white to get this gray color. I'm just using water as an agent. I'm going to use this gray as the undertone. I mixed it pretty much equal. I thought if you mixed equal black and white, you would get 5, but it's more like value 3. So to get value 5, you'd have to probably put a little more white in your black to get a lighter gray. Or you can just come up here and add some white to it, like this. I'm just trying to get a dark undertone for the sky right now. I'm hoping by the time I get down here, this will be ready to go. Because acrylic paint, man, it dries fast. So this is I'm using Utrex on my paint, but this is not Utrex. This is I'm using Artist Loft Level 2 white, which is okay for using it as mixing paint pretty much. And the black I'm using was Mars Black. Mars Black. Oh, that was Utrex. Okay. So Mars Black Utrex paint with Artist Loft Titanium White. But I'm painting on the fly. It's Friday evening. I'm just relaxing and having fun. Trying to relax. Staying away from the news. A lot of terrible news in there today for the last 2 years. So painting's a good way to escape from the world. Okay, how's that sound? Good way to relax. It's almost like, have you ever been skiing? When you're out there on the ski slopes, oh man, there's nothing. Your problems all go away. Uh, it's kind of a hard thing to explain. It's almost like golfing. Have you ever golfed? You go out there and golf 18 holes. It takes 4 hours, but while you're out there, you're having fun, and it really takes your mind off of everything. So that's why people golf. It's a really good way to escape. Uh, what else is like that? Driving, believe it or not. When you're driving in your car, it kind of triggers your right side of your brain when you're driving, and it helps you relax. So that's why people like to go on long trips. Here I am. I'm not a doctor or anything. I don't have a degree in that. So, all right, let's have some fun and paint. All right, so this is gonna be the underpaint, nice and gray. I'm using all the normal colors I use. Do have two different blues this time. Cobalt blue. I like the way cobalt blue looks when you mix white in it. This is that cerulean blue with white in it. I have a little purple that I'm going to add in there into the sky. Some gray and white. I'm going to start in the sky. And I do have a bunch of greens again. I think I'm going to layer some hills coming down with green after I decide what kind of mountain to put in there. So it looks like the cerulean blue is darker. So I'm going to put that up on the top here. I'm just going to kind of mix my sky in with a bunch of different colors, okay? Blue. I got two different blues, like I said. Let's just get, and I got some white I'm going to put in there, and hopefully something will happen in the sky. It's almost taking on a greenish look up there. I hope I didn't accidentally hit some green. A nice dark sky today. Look at that. Looks pretty cool so far. I'm going to add some white and kind of get some cool things going on up in there. Look at that. So I'm going to try and lightly blend that in somehow now by just wiping my brush off. I should use a dry brush, but let's see how this works before that dries. Not bad. Not add it all. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, and I'll probably add some blue in there like this in a few places just to get it a little brighter in some places. I like the way that looks. It's all right. It's going to need a little more attention. Still a little too wet to... It seems to be blending okay now. I think that's a pretty cool sky. I'll add a few more clouds up there in a little bit. All right, I'm going to put a few mountains in here right now. I think I want the mountains to come from the center again and maybe come forward over here today. Just like that. And then I'll have maybe a small mountain here with the side of a mountain over here. Just like that. And what I want to have today, I guess I'll start putting some hills in here. I want to leave the middle open here. So I think what I want to do is have hills coming down like this. Just like that. So I want to be able to snake something through there. That looks pretty good. I'm going to use the dark gray for my mountains today. For the and then I'll put some color up there like I usually do. I was watching, I saw some video popped up on my home page. Somebody was doing an easy acrylic. I think it was a sunset or something. He got 1 million views on this video. He put like a drop of blue in the sky, went like this, put a yellow sun and dropped some color on the canvas down here, did this, and I'm like, that's too easy. I think people would I think you would rather want to paint something a little harder than that, wouldn't you? If you're a beginner. I think these are easy. I think these are beginner friendly. I'm doing them, I'm explaining them as I go, so sometimes. This I'm painting on the fly right now. I'm designing it as I go. But I kind of know I want green hills now. Probably under the mountain though, I'll put some yellow ochre down in here first. But here I want some green hills here. I'm going to use I got some light green here, but it's not the kind of green I want, so I'm going to put some green up here. I'll show you what I mean. And then I'm going to have to lighten this one up because this is just the underpaint. If you're new to painting, what I'm doing now is just putting the color in, and then I'll get started putting some cool stuff in there. So I'm going to lighten up this hill with some white, just the top part. Just to get some different tones in there. And I want to have another green hill over here coming down. I'm using water. I have water in a cup to help the paint move on the canvas. I'll wet my brush a little bit and then grab the paint, and then it helps it flow. And this isn't, when you put this color down, you don't have to worry about covering everything yet. That's what the underpaint's for. This gray fills in all the places that you don't hit. Okay? But all this color I'm putting down now, it's going to get worked a little more as the painting goes on. Like right here, I think I'm going to create another hill right here with the white. Watch this. Just by putting a little white in it, I've made an extra hill there. See that? Just right at the top. So now I got two hills there. And you can do it. You could do another third hill if you want. Just grab a little white and throw it in there. Just like that. See, now we got 1, 2, 3 hills coming down. 4, one back there. This is how I design it as I go, you know. I'm trying to think what I want here now. Could almost have water right here, like a little pond. Sometimes that's fun to put in. Let's do that so I can kind of show you. You can do different things as. Let's put some water right here. So I'm going to just take some blue and put some blue right here. Just a little blue right here. Maybe this will be a little pond right there. Just like that. Look at that. Pretty cool. Uh, right here, I'm going to use a darker green. I got so many greens. I got different levels of green. This one's got to be a little darker now as you move forward, so your greens will get a little darker as you move forward. Let's put another hill here. Maybe it's curving around like this. Let's see if that looks good. It's gonna have to. Yeah, looks cool. I'll leave it in there. We'll work with it. So look at all these hills I got now. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to lighten up the top of this hill here. To make it look like it's coming down. Yeah, I'll have to work it a little. I kind of like it. Over here, I'm going to have green. And I think I'm going to make this, I have some I went back and grabbed a little bit of, I used to use it quite a bit. It's a raw sienna, and I put a little red in it. It's almost looks like brown, but it's got like a reddish orange tint to it. So I'll put that right here. And who knows, maybe that'll end up being some kind of dirt or something. You can add a little burnt umber to it to get some different tones in there. Just like that. All right, so now all my paint's in. There we go. Let's see where I'm at. 25 minutes. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. We put some clouds up here now. I'm going to do the clouds a little different today. I can kind of see some clouds in here. So what I'm going to do is take my knife and put some white on the very tip of it and just kind of spread some white in here. And what I'm going to end up doing is lightly blending it. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. I don't know. I must be allergic to something. I just ate some dinner that I've never had before, so I might have been allergic to something in there that I ate. It's an easy way to make clouds. I'm going to try and put a big cloud up here at the top. Just basically use a knife and rub it in the canvas like this, okay? Then take a clean brush. You can let it set for a second and then lightly work the cloud with your brush. The less you do it, the brighter it'll stay. The more you blend it, it'll blend into the sky more. If you want it brighter, don't blend it as much. But as you blend it, see how it'll go into the color underneath and you'll get all these different shadows in there, okay? Let me see how that looks from a distance. Looks pretty good. Just thought it's a cool way to make some clouds. I'll work on it probably after I shut the video off so I don't waste too much time. Let me get some color up on these mountains. I'm going to have the light coming from the right again because I'm standing on the right. I'm not going to use, I'm going to put a little blue in the white. So it just doesn't look like totally white up there. Put some color up here. Pretty cool. It's a light blue, okay? Wow. Look at that. I really like that. I almost like the way this looks without putting any other color up there. So for my, this is the shade side where the sun's not hitting over here. You could put a few more things out here if you want, like say you could put like a rock out here like this. Maybe there's something over here protruding out. Not too much. I'm going to mix some blue and white. To get a darker blue. And add some gray to it. I don't know if I'm going to like this color because it's just gray. Yeah, it's not blue. Let's try this blue. That'll work. I don't know if I wanted it this bright, but so I'm coming up right next to my white and just pulling some of this blue to the left. It's looking pretty good. hurry up so I don't spend too much time on the mountain here. Basically, just pull everywhere you have white, pull a little bit of this bluish color to the left. And you can keep some of the gray. You don't have to cover all the gray either. Like this one back here, I'm just going to put a little color back there. You can leave that. The one way in the back, if you have one way back there, you can leave it light gray. Because you're not going to see color back that far. I don't know why my nose is running. I hope I didn't get a cold at work today or got sick. I wasn't around anybody today. I think it's allergies. I have to take an allergy pill once I'm done with this painting. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I like it. Now it's time to work the bottom of these mountains here. Just got a wet brush, just very cool. All right, what that did, it helped soften up some of the edges in there, okay, and it kind of made some fog. I didn't use white yet. I might save that to the end. I might glaze this with white at the end. Let me see where I'm at so far. 38 minutes. I think this is one of those paintings I need to get a tree in here so I can, it'll help me design something. So grabbing my really small fan brush, and I'm going to put some distant trees up here on this hill. Okay, I'm going to use my medium color green, not the darkest green, but and I'm gonna, these are so far away, I'm just gonna make some indications of trees back here. Very small. Okay, those are going to be distant trees up there. Same green color. I'm going to put some here, make them a little bigger. Let's see how that's gonna look. I kind of like it. I think this one needs a few indications of trees as well back here. Pretty good. All right, it's getting there. Yeah, I have to work tomorrow, so they called me in. Usually I'm off on Saturday and Sundays, but with the holidays coming at Michael's, we're getting a lot of cool stuff already for Christmas. Uh, and it's not even Halloween yet. A lot of the Halloween stuff is on sale, so if you have a Michael's in your neighborhood, you should go check it out. It's like everything's on sale. They have some cool. They have some cool stuff this year. Christmas ornaments that I've never seen before. So a lot of the stuff uh, we're getting now is made in different countries. I've noticed. Uh, it used to all be made in China, but now we're even getting some stuff made in America now and other countries. I don't know what's going on with China. Maybe they don't like us anymore. I don't know. Look at that. It's looking good. I just decided to take these 3 hills and do that with it. I don't know. I think it looks pretty cool. Uh, the light's coming from the left, otherwise, you know, but I'm still gonna have to pull some color out here to make this look somewhat decent. I can glaze it with some yellow so the light's hitting right in front of these trees. Pretty good. I like it so far. What I think I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put a tree right here on this. Doesn't this almost look like a pad right here? So let's try it real quick. So I'll put some bushes right here on the edge, hanging over that thing. And I'll just keep using this fan brush. I should get a bigger one. Let me see if I got a bigger one here. Yeah, I got the Princeton one. Let's put a bigger tree right here. Let's see. Right into the bottom of that mountain. Pretty cool. Put a small one next to it. I'm going to add a little gray to this color, this green, and I'm going to highlight the side of these trees. I'm just trying to hit the top part of branches, which is kind of hard. To highlight that tree. It was still kind of wet, but it still worked a little. All right, I think it's looking pretty good. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bow. I'm thinking, sorry, I have, not being talkative right now. Trying to see how I can do this little hill right here. Get some yellow on a clean brush. Try and glaze the hill here, see what happens. A little better. I want this to be like a top of a deal up here. I'll have to work on it. Let's get my Robert Simmons fan brush out. This one never fails me. So I'm going to line this pond real quick with some shrubs. Very cool. I think I'm going to try that orangey color I got. I'll lighten it up with some white. The raw sienna, and I put a little red in it, and let's I made these bushes pretty big, so all right. Got some different color in there. I'm going fast on this one. I'll have to work all this grass and the water around these trees, so I'm actually because I want to get a lot of it done. Very cool. Let's see where I'm at. 60 minutes. Wow. Sorry I didn't do much talking on this one. I'm hoping now that I don't have a cold. My nose was running there. I'm hoping it was from dinner. I can't afford to get sick. Look at that. I don't really like this color for those bushes, so what I'm going to do, if you ever run into this problem, just take your color again, your dark color, and hit your bushes with some dark color. And then let that dry, and then highlight it with a different color. Okay. All right. I'll let that dry, and I'll highlight it with something else. Ba-da-ba. Yeah, I forgot all about my 1 year anniversary. I didn't do anything. I was telling everybody I was going to do something special on, I think it was the 28th of September. I'll still do something. Just got to figure out what. All right, it's looking pretty good. I'll put an edge on this water here. Just using a light blue instead of white, because white will make it stand out too much, so I used a light blue to try and get some water lines in that pond there. Still needs some work. All this has to be glazed. All this grass, it has to be lighter, darker. This one, all the grass still needs to be worked, but I'll have to do that. And when I shut the camera off, overall, I like the way the mountains came out on this one. Still a lot to be done, but I'll do a few things here. So I'm going to have some small shrubs down here. I'll glaze all this. Let me try glazing this with yellow right now and see what happens. I'm going to get a clean brush, a Filbert brush, and just get a little bit of yellow on it. It's almost like watercolor. And I'm going to glaze the green back here under these trees. I'll have to wait till these trees aren't quite dried yet, but that's how you get it to get lighter back there. But it helps if these trees are completely dried, and you can glaze right over this and then wipe with your finger to keep the darkness on them. But see how light that got already now? I'll do a little bit here. Looking good. Maybe I can highlight these bushes now. Try it with a light green. Let's see. Trying to think. It's good to go from this way. Let me start about here in the middle. Yeah, there are different kind of bushes there. flowers. All right, guys, I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. Getting tired. And don't forget to put some twigs in your paintings. Still a lot I'm going to do to it. I'll show you. I'll put it on a community post once it's done. There we go. That's all I'm going to do on it today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.